Hi everyone. Let's just start out this episode saying you people are very disrespectful. You guys deserve to live in a dumpster fire. If you don't know why I said that and why that, and if that, okay, first and foremost, if that disturbed you and you don't know what I mean, let me give in context to you. Lil Tay, the girl, female rapper. Let's talk about her. Okay, let's talk about her. And why I called you guys such decent, inhumane people. So you guys been wondering, Aaliyah, who the hell is Lil Tay? From my knowledge, Lil Tay was a rapper, and all the way from the late 2000s, she's 16 now, so maybe like 2014, 15, somewhere around that range. Listen, this is no scripted. Before I even go into this episode, this is no scripted. I'm recording this in my bed. In my bed. Just woke up and started, hey, record it with no research. So please forgive me on my part. But from my knowledge as being a good human being and, a very good human being with the brains of a human being, I can gently say that Lil Tay is a minor. And, the whole situation with Lil Tay and her brother and her mother. Basically, like every child celebrity in the world. But even saying that feels a little bit insensitive because her situation is just so different. But, we're just gonna ignore that. And, we're just gonna ignore that and be rude in her Instagram Live. Okay, hold on. I'm just gonna, before we even get to Instagram Live, why are we talking about Lil Tay? We're talking about Lil Tay because she hasn't been on the music industry for a while. Except for a debate that was posted hours ago, before I'm recording this. So, but and even then, it's like she's being making fun of in the comments. Like, we're getting out of the grave with this one. And by the way, those comments are really disgusting to me, and they make me physically cringe. You guys are grown-ass people. Talking about a minor, talking about we're getting out of the grave with this one. Listen, if you're joking, that's a different thing. But if you're insensitive about her situation, and you don't even know she posted it, maybe her parents made her post that. We don't know the situation. From her side, not the parents' side. But I'm totally on Lil Tay's side, no matter what. Even though I never listened to her music, I really should have done research on this, because I have no idea what I'm talking about. I did not do research on her. I did learn it from another source, from another YouTube video. She was real young, and she was boasting about her money, and that's what the music video was basically about, kind of. But in a way, I feel like it was her choice to make that video. Like, her brother and her mother didn't have to force her to make the video. More on that later. But today in this segment, we're just going to talk about who Lil Tay is. Lil Tay, I just summed it up for you. Lil Tay is a rapper. She's a female rapper. She rapped about money all the way when she was little. And some people, and her brother faked her and his death. This is basically summing up the whole situation. This girl's a minor, and you're her brother. Why would you do that? I still don't think there was any reason that he did that to her. In regards to, and it was probably explained in the live, which I have yet to watch fully, but I looked at the situation as a whole. You cannot tell me I'm half-assed about it. But Lil Tay is... You guys are inhumane. Let's just take... You know what? I'm just gonna say it out loud. I don't know much about her situation. I know that her parents and her mother and her brother are forcing her to go into this career, and she wants to make her own music. That's all I'm gonna say right there. Right there. But because you can watch those videos on her own to get a real deep context of her situation and even her life, that she even admits it. But we're gonna go and say this. Guys, you people are inhumane. I need you guys to step it up and be responsible human beings. Because here's the thing. Any regular person with a sense of her trauma wouldn't be goddamn or, LOL, she's faking. Which is why I didn't want to watch the full live in the first place, because I know it's those dumbass comments. You guys need more... There's something wrong in your brains. I thought humans were taught human empathy, but apparently we wasn't. And we're Neanderthalic bastards that doesn't get anything about empathy. I'm really looking at you in the cringe-worthy face because her situation is already vile enough that she had to make a whole live explaining why she disappeared, so no one would be up in their asses about why she disappeared. And you guys are making very rude comments. Very rude comments. Now, I don't know if you guys know this, but if you do not like Lil Tay, if you just want to insult her and want to make fun of her and say that she's faking, then you have all the chances to leave, to go, to just back off of her life. It's really that easy. Now for me, as I'm recording this, there is this X on the top of next to recording on the left-hand side above where my timer is, where my clock is. If I press that X, it gets me out of the screen. So here's a little lesson for you. Go to the right page, basically with your battery and your in a little triangle thing that explains the network. There's an X in your live, and just tap it. Okay, yeah. And just tap it. Just tap that X, and you will be out of Lil Tay's hair. It is really that simple. You can choose to do that, or you can just insult her in her face. It's really not that hard. Or, there's another little button. If you have a mobile, there's this little triangle button that you press, and it will get you out of the screen. So you can press X, or press your little arrow, and it'll get you out of the live, no matter what. If you do not like her content, if you want to insult her and just victimize her, because that's what it seems, then exit out of there. It's really not that hard, guys, because you do not play with people's trauma. If this is true, because devil's advocate, she could be telling a whole different story. Even then, it's still traumatizing to her. So whatever the situation is, you do not make that a joke. And you do not comment on her body. I swear. The internet now, these days, the people on the internet these days are so fucking inhumane. Because it's because we were gifted too much of the internet. The internet was good without us. But then someone has to take over the internet and give it to all the people who are now using it for their own advantage to be mean to other people. I learned about that lesson last Friday in school about the internet and who created it. Humbug to you guys. Congratulations. You made all the people who are nice on the outside reveal their true selves. I hope you're happy. Back to the situation. Just click off. Be a decent human being, would you? I don't care what the situation is. She is a minor. She is a minor. And, hold on. And you guys have the fucking nerve to victimize her and not even listen to her story? Listen, Lil Tay can do whatever she wants on her page. You guys can do whatever you want on your page and what you do with that Instagram app. You can exit out of her life without being mean to her, and no harsh feelings will be sent and received. There are some people that felt bad for her, but there weren't enough. There are too many people who are being very nasty, who have a very nasty attitude. If you don't like the person, then go. If you don't like Lil Tay, then go. Back to her music video. What? We're getting out of more with this one. You're joking about death? And if, God forbid, if she died right after that video, a few hours after that video, and you're posting that in her comments, we're full adults here. We're full adults. Like, come on now. You know what? Do you really, really want happiness in your life? Or do you like putting anger on someone else's? What is wrong with you? Be a good, decent human being. Maybe expect support or leave. I did an Instagram live a few minutes before this, and I have to say, even though no one came, I had to rethink twice, because there are evil people in this world who might take my niceness for granted. You're lucky Lil Tay is even sharing this with you guys. You're fucking lucky. Because she didn't have to. Here's the thing in all this. She didn't have to share her trauma. She didn't have to share why she disappeared for you guys. She just wanted to let you guys know that she's not dead. And yet, you guys don't take her seriously? Is this a true world? Oh, I'm sorry, I dropped it. Is this a true world we live in? You guys are sad people. I'm sorry. My farts is just how you guys act. Oh god, it stinks. Alright. It stinks just like your attitude. Are you that sad in your life that you're gonna ruin someone else's? Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm sure that block button will look real nice on you. I mean, I'm sorry. That block button will look real nice when Lil Tay presses it. She's a kid. If that's for an adult, and maybe it would be fine. But she's a kid. She's a minor. A minor doesn't have to be a kid, it could be a teenager, but she's still a minor. With all due respect, people, fuck off. Fuck off. Just don't ever, go on her live again. It's really that easy. Thank you for watching or hearing, everyone. I'm sorry I did not plan this. And after the live, maybe I can add this episode and put the live section what I thought about the live. But even then, I'm not sure if I'm gonna watch it. Because really, those people are so disrespectful. I feel scared to watch it. I feel scared. So, love and respect. Fuck off. Lil Tay. And maybe touch some grass. Goddamn. Alright. So I just watched a little bit of the stream thing that Lil Tay posted, and you know what? I think like I said before I watched it, it's pretty damn near still in place. Fuck off. Immature little shits. I love when I get to tell immature little shits to fuck off. She is a minor. The mere fact that the only sensible people, at least on that YouTube video with a screen record, that was actually mature about this, was actually the people commenting on the screen record of her live. And even some of the people on her live were telling the chat to fucking chill. Because no normal human being would say all that. All what they're saying. Yeah, damn. Or some of them were even promoting their accounts. And some of them were saying, oh, yeah, that's your sister and all that stuff. And based on that, we can clearly see how mature the audience of Lil Tay or any live is. This is so fucking crazy. Like, you have to be a child to think that this behavior is right. Like I said, buzz off, buzzkill. You're killing the mood. This was supposed to be serious. Who the hell do you think you are? Lil Tay has been abused. Lil Tay has been tortured and traumatized when she was little. And you're not listening. One of the major things that stuck out to me was the horror movie part. When she was really little, she was watching her parents and whatever Stephanie, whatever her name was, put her in a chokehold. And, okay, let me just clarify. Do you want to know how serious the situation is? Let's talk about how serious the situation is. First of all, Lil Tay was put in a chokehold. Number one, no child should be put in a chokehold. Number two, she was watching a horror movie of the Bride of Chucky. No one that young is supposed to be watching a horror movie like that. Especially if we don't look at the horror elements of Chucky in general. Like, all of the cursing and all of the yelling, all the cursing and all the blood. If we just ignore the blood and all the hormones in general, Chucky curses a lot. Which shouldn't be heard by any child of any age, unless if they're like a teenager and they can handle it, if they were mature, unlike the people in the chat of the live. I cannot. I just cannot. There has to be a change. Some people were feeling bad for her. Thank God. There are some godsends in that chat that told the other knuckleheads in the chat to be quiet and let her tell her story. But even then, doing all this reckless shit in her chat. I even saw in the YouTube comments about her wearing a skirt and a crop top. First of all, why would you think that? First of all, why would you immediately look at her clothes and commenting about that? That's predatory behavior. You are what you say you're not. So, and a decent man, a decent anyone, would look at a girl, wouldn't look at a girl for her clothes. We're not Quagmire. We're not crazy. Like, what? Oh, I don't get it. Why is it so hard for people to understand? Honey, no. I'm not about to sit here. It's getting on my nerves. Human beings shouldn't be allowed on the internet. That's all I have to say about that. Human beings should not be allowed on the internet. Which is further upping my point because of the dumb messages in that chat. You guys are grown adults. This is a child. This is a child talking about her trauma, about what she went through, about why she disappeared. And you guys don't care? Do you guys not care? Is that what you're telling? If you don't care, to just click off. Like I said, all you need is to just press, let me see, is there an X on the live? Matter of fact, there probably is. Really, there's an X on either the left or right side of the live. Click that and you'll be out of the live. I'm sure Lil Tay will not miss you. God forbid if she knew you were there talking shit. But just be decent human beings. Is that so hard to ask? Just be decent, you piece of shit. But then again, you put like gold string on a piece of shit. You still got a piece of shit. Put a diamond. put diamond shavings on a piece of turd. It's still a shiny piece of turd. It's a shiny piece of turd, but it's still a turd. So, you can't change ugly. That's all I'm trying to say. Just respect others. It's really not that hard. Don't be pain in the asses. Alright? Have a wonderful day. Okay. Alright, this is an edit. I just want to say that to the people who are saying, can I tap that? I will know. And I will say this till the end of time. Fuck off. Do you not get how old she is? She was 9 back in 2018 or something. She's 14. 14. And you guys are probably like 25-year-olds. Can I tap that? And all due respect, fuck off. A cliff. Specifically off of cliff, okay? Off a cliff. Respectfully. Off a cliff. Bye-bye. And then back to the comment where she said she was wearing a crop top and a skirt. A lot of kids, I've noticed that a lot of kids, even my age, are wearing that kind of clothing. So really, Lil Tay is not that far off on the trends. Teenagers my age wear the same clothing. So what's the excuse now? Don't excuse the men who have their own thoughts and minds. Don't excuse the men who have predatory thoughts. Don't excuse that ever when you're talking to me. She is a minor. She may be wearing shorter clothes, but an average 15-year-old or 17-year-old wears those kind of clothes. And I'm not saying that's a good thing, but I'm just saying it shouldn't be the focus of your mind right now. It shouldn't be the first thing that pops up in your mind. Or is your brain that small? Because, okay, let me fix my words. Is your brain so small that that was the only thing that came up in your mind? And the other thoughts that are really actually important are too big enough to think about. So you just gotta think about her poor little clothes. Get over yourself. Go beat your meat somewhere else. Because this is not the place and time for it, okay? I'm gonna stop. You guys are truly annoying. Human beings are gonna get extinct. Human beings from now until like 2055 are gonna have aliens shaking their heads. Because this behavior is gonna be counted as history in a few years. I'm not saying aliens are real. I'm not saying any of that. I'm just saying, if aliens are real and they did see this shit, and they discovered Lil Tay in the stream in the chat, they would have all permission to destroy the Earth. Because really that's all it is. It's the people on Earth. It's not Earth stuff. I swear, man, we all devolved in some way.